China is pushing back against the threat of further action by the United States against its software companies. This is in response to the US government's plan to ban TikTok, and that's the popular Chinese-owned short video app.
我们呼吁美方一些人认真倾听国际社会的声音，为各国市场主体在美投资经营提供开放、公平、公正、非歧视性的营商环境，停止将经贸问题政治化，停止滥用国家安全概念推行歧视、排他政策。
TikTok's operations in the US are on a tight clock. Parent company ByteDance has been given 45 days to negotiate a sale to Microsoft or risk a possible ban. But the Chinese firm is against a full sell-off. TikTok is estimated to have roughly 1 billion users around the globe, with 100 million of them in the US alone. Lynette Lim with more.
China's foreign ministry has slammed possible US action against Chinese software companies as an abuse of the concept of national security and a politicization of trade and economic issues. Now, this is of course a response to remarks from the Trump administration that it'll take action in the coming days against Chinese software companies that are deemed threats to US national security. For example, US Secretary of State Mike Pompeo has said that companies like TikTok feed data directly to the Chinese Communist Party. In response, Beijing says Washington has made presumptions of guilt and issued threats against the companies without providing any evidence. On Monday, we also saw a letter to employees from ByteDance CEO Zhang Yiming confirming that it is being forced to sell the US operations of TikTok as a result of a probe by the Committee on Foreign Investment in the US. And while Microsoft was not named in his letter, Mr. Zhang said that he's been in talks with a certain technology company to formulate a cooperation plan. Apart from national security concerns, the US has been looking to close the gap with China in areas that it says reciprocal behavior is lacking. For example, within China, we have the Great Firewall that blocks non-Chinese websites and foreign apps like Google, Facebook, and Twitter. Meanwhile, Chinese apps can operate pretty much unfettered globally and within the US. And interestingly, the co-founder of Ctrip, China's biggest online travel website, has weighed in on this. Ctrip founder James Liang said on Chinese social media that China could solve the problem by offering reciprocity, which can be done by freeing up the internet. And in that way, the US will lose legitimate grounds for stopping TikTok. Lynette Lim, CNA, Shanghai.